The beauty of chess is such that sometimes even great players could get crushed. So this time it happened to Magnus Carlsen when Peter Sudler crushed him and gave a taste of his own medicine to him. So now this is a Sicilian defense that is being played by Magnus, and this is an old Sicilian model that is being played. So let's just quickly go through the opening moves. So that knight, Magnus knight, is under attack. These are usual moves for Sicilian, and queen develops and Sutler castles on the king side, early castling. So after the knight move, there's an attack on the bishop here. The bishop on basically is attacked from the knight. So Sudler just takes the knight, and after that exchange, he just moves up his knight and with an attack on the queen. And after the knight exchange again, the position becomes like this. So the bishop, the Sudler's bishop, they just get pushed back, and after that, Magnus tries to bring his uh, bishop out for the like the king's Indian defense, and Sudler just pushes his pawn, and Sudler just develop his queen over there, supporting the d5 pawn as well. So after the bishop move, uh, the Magnus queen is now under attack, and now the queen had to move. So with an attack on Sudler's bishop. So so here is what's happened. So Sudler just ignores that attack and places his rook into the e1 square with a direct attack, or in direct line, in line with Magnus's king. But there was no immediate threat to the king. So Magnus smoothly would have accepted this particular sacrifice, and after this particular move happened. So it's a rook sacrifice which opens up amazing attacking combinations for Sutla. And after that, the other rook comes in. The A1 rook shifts to E1 square and checks the king, and now the king literally don't have any other space to move basically. So Magnus is now trying to reposition his queen for an attack, but the queen himself got under attack and again had to move. Again, this particular Magnus king is under serious threat because it don't have any other places to move. So here, uh, Magnus tries to push the uh, you know queen away, because this queen is the one who is supporting this bishop, this nasty bishop over here. So Magnus just ignores that attack and creates a check. Now Sudler needs to Magnus needs to move from the check. So after that, it's an open attack on the queen here. So both the queens are under attack, but because of the check, the queen had to move. So Magnus just closes with his queen, and instead of just immediately accepting the queen, you cannot just take the pawn using the pawn now, because if we take another in the next move, Magnus can take back Sudler's queen. So he just retrieves his queen supporting the rook. So even if Magnus takes back with a check, he can just take back with a check as well. So but this move is very important, because otherwise the king didn't had any space to move. So this move creates a space for the king to move, Magnus's king to move, and he just accepts that particular sacrifice, because the queen is pinned over here and the queen cannot take back. So after the king moves away, now the queen is taken and the bishop is taken back in exchange, and this pawn is again taken basically. So now here, uh, your king is in the middle of the board without any much support, and you're under serious threat by the queen and the rook. Magnus's queen, king is under serious threat now. So so just deflating his king to keep it safe, and after that, Sudler just goes to support this pawn over here, and then he retrieves, attacking this bishop. Magnus decides to take that risky pawn and exchange it for a bishop, and from this position, Magnus tries to counter attacks, but it was sorted by this just simple pawn move, delaying the attack. And after this particular attack on the queen, the check results, and from this position, actually, Magnus resigned. So a possible combination would result in a checkmate like this. So I'll just show you very quickly how the checkmate would have happened because of the superior position advantage in this particular position. So here the two rooks are very strong, but still the king can just escape. And now instead of immediately taking back with this particular rook, Sudla just take it with a check, the first rook and then the second rook. Now from this position, you can simply take this pawn over here. One of the pawn will get exchanged and it will be a checkmate soon enough. So this is how Carlsen got defeated with Peter Svidler. So I hope you enjoyed the game, and if you haven't followed or subscribed, please do so. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon in the upcoming videos. Thank you.